It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, I would say inside, but we are outside experiencing the hottest day I think this year has ever given us. We are with Terrence Mensel, otherwise known as Afrodaddy online, his gorgeous wife, Julie. Thank you so much. And the real star of the show, Liam. What's up, dog? It's hot out here, man. It's hot out here. I love that connection. That connection that a mom and son share.
Safety.
Is something that a dad often, especially in the early years, it's tough to break in there,
Oh,
man.
totally.
How have you gone about approaching that time? Why do you think it is so difficult for dads to bond with their little ones from the beginning?
I think it actually starts even before the beginning, before baby arrives. And we make a lot of fuss over mom, and rightfully so. Moms deserve all the credit that they can get.
100%.
But we might forget to celebrate dads sometimes. And we need to start telling dads way before baby arrives, you're awesome, you could do this, you're very important. So to kind of give them the confidence when Bubba arrives, I think that's when it starts.
Because you need them.
Yeah.
You need them. When the baby arrives, you need dad.
It's a team effort, man. And I've been lucky enough. I think we share a kind of commonality in that we have kind of unstructured lives that are just crazy, but it does present you an opportunity to get involved, especially when it comes to the weaning stage. And we've got our baby bullet here, and this has been a godsend for me in that weaning stage. And I've loved the experience of it. Why do you think it's so important, and how can dads then step in and get more involved during that phase?
Well, I mean, especially if your wife's been breastfeeding for the last couple of months, you really don't have much role to play in that, hopefully. But this is your chance to really step up and show your kid that that you're involved in the nutrition process of their lives. You know? So when they see daddy cutting the food and blending it and feeding them and getting messy with them, that's all part of the fun and the experience and the learning that dad should be a part of.
One of my favorite experiences ever, we've turned it into the fun part of every meal, is the when you reach a texture that's just called and he loves it, man. I love it, and we just have a whole lot of fun. Everyone's in my household. But it is absolutely vital that dads do get involved. How do you balance? How do you make the time, find the time? Because you are a busy guy.
I don't have the answer to that. No, I think what's also important is to make sure that you realize that you're not just dad. You're still the person you were before Bubba arrived. So you need to keep your identity, because sometimes it gets a bit overwhelming. So make sure you have a date night occasionally. We have to remind ourselves about that. Find time to see your old friends. But then when you're at home with your kids, put the phone away, close the laptop, and just be with your kids. Just make sure that even if you have half an hour, make sure that that's really intense, focused half an hour of kiddie playtime.
Yeah, and it's especially cool when you've got a boy. Hey,
well, 2 boys. It's exhausting with 2 boys.
I know, Jack's just started crawling, dude, so I have no idea.
You've got it all
to
made.
Where did he go? We left him there.
It's hot, not that we need to be reminded, and thanks to the baby bullet, you can really have some fun with some cool smoothies and get the vital nutrients in. I'm seeing so many of our favorites, little tools to play with here. So you're going to whip up a smoothie for us. Take it away, son.
Okay, so this is one of Liam's favorite smoothies. He would tell you that if he wasn't completely shy right now.
He wasn't in my shoulder.
I mean, who would have thought that 2 million viewers would make you feel shy?
I mean, who would be shy with that? He gets it from his dad, clearly. But it's his favorite stuff. So it's strawberries and watermelon and yogurt and a little bit of lemon. He does like lemon, so we just...
You haven't done lemon yet, because I'm just not horrible.
So but no,
we're getting there, man. We're getting there.
Kids actually like the sour experience.
Yeah,
but,
man, I love lemons, and he seems to be following in my footsteps. So we've got some lovely strawberries.
Some yogurt. It's really like, this is the great thing about these NutriBullets, is that just chuck everything in, man.
I love the little baby bullet spatula that comes with me. I use it, and lest we forget the most important part, they've got faces, guys. They've got faces.
Yeah. We were asked by Liam why the smiley face. It's like to make you happy.
Yeah, man.
Do you want to lick that? No, for later. Okay, we'll keep that
in reserve.
In reserve. Gonna put a little bit of. Oh, in that his eye.
Oh no! Substitution. We need a substitution.
Dad comedy doesn't always work. And then it's really simple. Just click it in.
Other fathers appreciate dad.
Yeah, they all got that. And then you want to close your ears.
You ready?
You ready?
3, 2, 1.
Lost
it away.
There we go.
Wow. That is spectacular.
Done. There we go. We're going to pour some of that out.
Easy pouring. And I love the fact, because we're also playing with textures now, so we use the milling blade a lot for grains, for different textures.
Yeah, totally. And we like things chunky.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit.
That's why I love it chunky.
It makes a wonderful sound, which you can just. No, it's good.
You see, that's dad goals right there, man. Julie, maybe I can put this to you because it's something that Lindsay and I are really conscious of communicating and kind of telling each other when we're getting it right, and obviously when things are starting to come to bear. What does it mean having a dad that has chosen to actually incorporate it into his career? He's out there as a shining light to other dads, and I love following you, man. I love seeing what you're doing, which is really cool. What does it mean to you as mommy?
Yeah, I think it's wonderful. You know, I mean,
Look at
Your Terrence really is my equal partner. We're a team. And I really feel like it's such a privilege to be able to experience that in our family. And I really am just so proud of him. You know, he really is passionate. He's genuinely passionate about fathers and about ensuring that fathers get to enjoy the special connection with their children. You know, they don't need to be excluded from it. They can enjoy it. And yeah, it's been an honor to co-parent with him. We don't get it right all the time. There's a fair bit of clashing of heads in our communication style.
Statement of the week.
But we're a work in progress, right?
Yeah,
it's quite something when you see your children end up mimicking the less wonderful parts of you in their communication style. So we're working on it. But yeah, our boys give us lots of grace, and we try to extend grace to each other.
Oh man, and he's a beautiful soul, man. You can see he's just a lovely, lovely boy. I've also seen it bring out the best in a lot of my mates, and I was waiting for that to happen to me, and I can undoubtedly say that I have the right boy for me, and it's brought out the best in me times 100. So thank you so much for sharing what you do every day online, and keep doing that. I think fathers out there really do need the support as well. And moms, you know how awesome you are. So guys, thank you so much for coming through. And have fun with your weaning. Get yourself a baby bullet and start experimenting with different textures, different flavors, and you can get the healthiest food in there in small batches, in the right amounts. That really is a godsend. And of course, we are giving you guys the opportunity to do that, lest we forget. I'm just picturing my little boy right now having his breakfast. But if you want your chance to win yourself a baby bullet, this is what you got to do. You've got to go onto our Facebook page, take a beautiful picture of you and your gorgeous little one, and tell us what the first meal would be that you would create if we gave you one of these baby bullets, and make it good. And as always, make sure that you use the hashtag babybusiness in your entry. All the terms and conditions, though, can be found on expressoshow.com.